Hi guys. Sorry if I sound I'm a bit rough today. It's cold getting me a bit more and more.
Welcome everyone.
Now, negative rake cutters, because I have been asked about sharpening negative rake, because I've done all the others. And I didn't do this on the other one. Right. Personally, no. You can't sharpen them. I did have a go with this one, and no, it doesn't work. I've tried it on the, because these are a radius anyway, and with the round, obviously, you've got the round. No, I've tried putting it on with the bevel, and I've had it this way, okay, and you can see it changes colour right across, and I get every bit of it, but it doesn't put an edge back on it. It really doesn't. Being it's negative rake, no. So I would personally say no. It's still sharp, but would it be good enough? I don't think so. And it's not something I've ever really gone into and worried about, because I personally, I don't use them really. Now, I'm not saying you can't sharpen them. There's the one way you can sharpen them is if you've got a Tormek. If you've got a Tormek and you've got a diamond wheel, must be the diamond wheel, okay? And when you get that, I mean, I got this jig when I bought my Tormek, you know, this Dewberry one here, the gouge jig, okay? I got this come with it. And this is the mandrel type thing, the little bit, which I know some people ask me about making a metal one up. I said, well, I don't make metal. You could put one in that chuck and put your cutter on that. But anyway, this, you would mount your cutter. So we take that screw out, it's a rather long screw. It's a very long screw. Right, so you would mount your cutter in there. Throw the screw on the floor. That's why it's so long. It's so you can find it when it falls on the floor. Right, so guys, if you're going to sharpen, if you've got a Tormek, now the reason I say no is because if you've got a Tormek and you've got the expense of a diamond wheel, because let's face it guys, they are not bloody cheap. They are very, very expensive. Okay, right, that's how that cut fits on like that. Yeah, and that's even the square one. If you've got a Tormek and you've got a diamond wheel and all that, I don't think you're the sort of person that uses carbide and would be worrying about sharpening a negative rake cutter. I would not advise going out and spending out the 200 odd quid it is for a diamond wheel for a Tormek just to sharpen some negative rake cutters. It just wouldn't be, it wouldn't be very wise, you know.
It's not cost effective.
So that's the thing. Right, now that goes like that. That would slot into, oh sorry, into the Tormek thing there, okay, and you will turn it like that, okay. So that would go on here with the wheel turning. You'd have, obviously you'd have to set your tool rest into where it goes. You'd have that set on the bevel, and then with that turning you would just gently rotate it, go over there, gently rotate.
Show it so that
right, so you would get your bevel where the bevel is for that top bevel, which is quite low actually. It is actually about there. And with the wheel turning, you would just slightly rotate it, and then you'd go here and do the same, and then here and do the same. And if you've got a diamond wheel, yes, I haven't, I've got CBN, and I'm not sharpening them on my CBN wheel, okay?
that's how you would do it.
But that is the only way I'd say you could do the negative rake cutters. Could you do it on a Pro Edge? No, I think it goes too fast. I think you would destroy the kit. You'd take too much too quick. A Tormek, being it's a wet system, I think would be the only thing that would do it. Okay. So that's all I can say about that, guys. And for me, like I said, I'm you know, I've always been honest. I've got the cutters, I sell them. A lot of people like, some people like them, some people don't. I think it went through a fad of everyone wanted negative rake cutters, and now I think people have had them, and I think they don't like them too much now. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's my opinion on it. They don't find they're as good as they were first hyped up to be. Okay, I don't think negative rake on scrapers or any negative rake is as good as it's hyped up to be. So that's my opinion on it. Okay, right, so that's that. I'll pop that back in its bag later. Right, now that's it basically on that, the negative rake. So my answer to that would be no, unless you've got, I mean, a Tormek you're looking at a T8 or something, it's going to cost you what, 400 quid, 500, whatever, 450 quid. Then a diamond wheels, what, another 200 quid or something. To sharpen a few negative rakes? No. If you've got one, fantastic, you're sorted. If you haven't, then I'm afraid no, guys. Okay. Now, Stuart Hayes. Now, I think he was having a bit of a laugh because I must have said on one of the videos about sharpening up old screwdrivers and things to use, which I've done in the past. As I said, when I started, you couldn't just go and buy tools. They weren't there. You made your own, and you made them out of what you could make. Whether they were safe or not, didn't even come into it. You made a tool to do a job. Right, and he asked the question, would I sharpen them the same way as I would sharpen the carbide cutters? No, you wouldn't. But I'm going to show you. Okay, I've got a couple of screwdrivers here. Now, this is one I've used in the past. This was a Posi 2 screwdriver. I've never used a big one. I don't even use a hand one. I've got a cordless. Why the hell would I want to use one of these again? I don't. And I sharpened it up. It's a round piece of steel. It's chrome Valium. It's about 8mm, 9mm, that bar. It's well secured in that handle, and if you've ever used screwdrivers, guys, for bending part of things and that, they don't snap, they don't break. Okay, you might bend it, but we're not doing nothing silly like that. And if you know, I mean, you can go and get a chisel that has a 10mm bar stuck in a wooden handle, skewed like that, as a signature skew, charge you 40 quid for it, and everyone thinks it's the best thing since sliced bread. So, yeah, dangerous, is it? I don't think so. Right, now I've got another screwdriver here, because this one's already been sharpened, probably needs a touch up. I'm going to show you how I sharpen it from that to something I can use, and I'm going to turn something with it. Okay, now I'm not turning bowls and things like that. Not that you can't. You might not. I know I can, but that's not what I'm doing. Right, okay. I'm going to take my little skew jig, okay, just so I can get it. So I'm going to have it to get the right sort of overhang on this, and that's all it is, just so I can get a consistent grind, and then I'll just eyeball that to come straight. Yep, close enough. Right, let's go. This is where I do it. I don't do it on my CBM wheels because, right, if you go right up there,
yeah,
I don't do it on my CBM wheels because they are way too expensive to be sharpening things like screwdrivers on. Right, there, that's about right. I don't know yet, so I'll start sharpening it, so I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, that's going to look about right. Got my sander now. Stay there, don't go nowhere. I want to keep this cool. I don't want it to get too hot, okay? Right. I think we've got that, guys. Right, I'm going to take that one out, put the other one back in, and give it a little touch up. This was a flathead screwdriver. This was a Posi 2, a Posi 3 actually, was one of the big ones. And I just cut the bit off. I cut the screwdriver bit off and then sharpened it. Right, leave a little bit more on there. Just look at it, make sure you're getting it flat all the way over. hold it just on that for a minute. Right there, that was it. Just watch the sparks, you can see whether it's now. Oh, no, that's done. Right, that's it, done. So I've just made 2 little tools. Okay. I mean, if you want to go out and pay all that money for a little mini set of turning tools and stuff like that, that's fine. Do it. It's, you know, they're good tools. They are good. But if you ain't got that money to spend, like someone did say the other day to me when I was sharpening and saying about the different grinds on different bowl gouges, that, well, yeah, but not everyone can afford to go and buy 3 or 4 bowl gouges. No, I know that. And the reason I've got so many is because I've bought these over years and years. And when you go back to like 10, 15 years ago, on eBay, these things sold so cheap. And now everyone's got on it, and now people are paying more for second-hand tools than they're paying for them in the shop brand new. It's just got stupid.
It's silly, isn't it?
You know, every time you go to a boot fair now, you used to go to a boot fair. I mean, I said this one here. These are 180 quid to buy these big tools, okay, at the shop. I paid 20 quid for that. That was from Colchester Boot Fair. I paid 20 quid. Now, they're charging fortunes because they go, oh, do you know how much that is in the shops? Well, yeah, but I'm not buying it out of a shop, am I? It's second hand off a boot fair. So that's how it's got now, guys. So now you know, unfortunately, that's the way it is. But if you can't afford to buy them, which when I first started turning, I couldn't afford to buy tools. And even when I could afford to buy tools, you couldn't buy tools because they weren't available. They weren't just there in the shops, okay? They didn't have them. So I made them, and he did ask about my gouges here. This one that I said I made. Now that cost me. I've done 2. Okay, I'll just quickly go on to that. I've done the 2 of these. Right, these bowl gouges, bowl spindle gouge. They're a cross between the 2, I suppose. Really, right? Different grinds on them. Now that's 16mm tool steel. Bought off eBay. That was, I think that was 20 quid for the lev, and I got 2 tools out of it. I cut it in half and made 2 tools. Okay? And he's like, well, do you get bowl gouge blanks? No, you don't. You don't. What you do is you just get a round piece of steel like that. Okay? And what you do is you get your angle grinder and you make your flute. Okay? You grind your flute down in it. And then you get your edge and you sharpen, put a sort of what grind you want on the edge. Get it to basically sharp. It will not hold an edge, okay? It will blunt within 2 or 3 cuts. So all I did was heat it up. I've said it before. I'm not a blacksmith. I know you do furnace and do all these different temperatures and different quenching and cooling. No, I'm not into all that. I didn't do it. All I done was I stuck it in a vice. I heated it up until it was red hot. Then I dipped it in oil. It all smoked. Sometimes the oil catches fire, but just leave it in there. It cools down. I've done that 3 times. And now that holds an edge better than a Gillette razor, okay? I could shave my testicles with that, and I wouldn't be worried about getting a catch.
I'm going to catch that one on camera.
Right, so, okay, guys. Now, I have done it before, and I've shown you these 2 tools I have here, okay? Again, they're just bits of tool steel. And they're sharpened up to be a small skew. Fantastic for all the small work. This one's quite a big one actually. That's a 12mm bar. It's actually a hexagon bar. Just made it round on the sander, sharpened it with a skew. I haven't bothered with handles. I don't need them. I get so much feel through this. I'm not turning bowls with it. Don't be silly. I'm just turning like little spindles and stuff. It's fine. I'm never going to be more than this, which is literally 1/8 to 1/4 inch of overhang. The most I might go is about, say, 1/2 inch. So it's fine. It's not going to cause you any problems. But you don't have to go and buy mini sets of mini turning tools. If you're into doing your pens and stuff like that, everything's fine. Well, I'm going to put my dust mask on, guys, because I really don't want to breathe any rubbish in. My chest was quite bad last night. And, and I've been, sorry. I've been, right. I'm going to stop talking and get on with it. Right, I've got a screwdriver. You've just seen me sharpen it. I've got 2 of them here. So, right, I'm going to turn my lathe on. Everything's there. Let's see what it does. Now the screwdrivers I used to use when I first started, they were quite a big screwdriver. I've seen a couple at the boot fair, but I can't be bothered to buy another one. And I've said before, they had the handle was like a lollipop. It was round like that, and then it come down and went in. Not as big as that. It sort of went round, came out, came down, went in, and then you had a flat blade that went down. It went in, out, and then went straight. And it was probably about 6 mil thick or 5 mil thick, something like that. And that's what I first started to use when I first started turning. I sharpened it to an edge, a straight edge, and I used it like a scraper and used it like that, and it worked absolutely fantastic. Okay, because that's what I had. Like I said, a lot of people nowadays can't imagine a day when we didn't have internet and Facebook where you could slag everyone off. Which really surprises me, because considering a lot of you turners, and it's nothing disrespectful, are of a more mature age, you must remember the days of when you wanted to slag someone off, you had to go and do it to their face. And if they was a bit bigger than you didn't slag them off. Now everyone hides behind a keyboard.
Keyboard warriors.
I mean, I'm not mega old. I mean, I couldn't even get a bloody flu jab or COVID because I'm so young looking. But it's more I'm young looking, see. I've been blessed with my youth. You know what I'm turning, guys. I can't help it, I love them.
Another one for me to decorate.
Yes, you can use it both ways, long point down, short point down, use it both ways. You can come long point down if you want. I'll let you get in there. Come on, come on. There we go. Get that off. Right, just bring it down a little bit on that paper. Clean that up. Well, I've got a little bit of vibration there. I've got to come in and do a very gentle cut now. I have to put my finger behind it. I put my finger behind it this way, so I don't block you. Yeah, let's clean that up. Right, okay. We'll clean up there. That's that. We'll pop off there. Put the V in his hat. There we go. Got a little bit of a mark just there. Let's come in this way. Very gentle. There we go. Right, we're going to go and do tons and tons of sanding to use the screwdriver. There you go, that's it. And there we go, guys, and then I will just take those off on the ends. There's the finish. Okay, so that's your finish, and that is from a screwdriver, and that one works exactly the same. That's a bit thicker than this one, so, but as you can see, there's no vibration, there's no chatter, there's no nothing. It stays lovely and sharp. That'll do loads, that will. It's a good steel, and they're cheap as chips, guys. You've probably got these sitting in your shed that you don't use for years and years and years.
Some are going rusty, probably.
Turn them into, if you want, round the end, turn it into a little round nose scraper if you want. You know, you turn it into a tiny, not for doing bowls. You're not going to go and do a big 20-inch bowl with it. Don't be silly, you know. But if you're going to turn little things, little projects, little boxes, stuff like that, you can go there, you can hollow down with that, you can go in, do a bit of hollowing with it, use it as a scraper, do whatever, as I say, put a little curve, just when you sharpen it, instead of going like that at a skew, just do that. And then turn it. Nice if you can get some sort of jig so you get it dead set either way. You don't want all different facets on it, you want it to be nice like that, perfectly done. But these are lovely. There you go, and there's another little snowman. I'll just sand the ends off there, and there you go. Look, a little snowman article. So don't you dare say you can't afford to go and buy wood-turning tools. Yes, you can. You can make stuff. You can make little birdhouses, make little boxes. You make a goblet with one of these. Do all that. So there you go. Goblet. You just the same. You just turn it. You come round the bowl. You can do all that. You've got a bowl or something on there, like you know, a spindle, bowl-shaped spindle. You can do it. I haven't really got one. I don't really want to mess that up. No. But yeah, you can come round, do the cup, do your cup, come round, cut it in, come down, do your stem, hollow in your cup. Yeah, you can go in and hollow. You could put a straight edge on it and you push down to hollow it, or you can use it as the skew, go down, hollow it. Fine. There you go. A screwdriver. Cheap as chips. Right, okay guys, I'm going to go and nurse my cold. I get no sympathy from Lisa.
Yeah, right.
It's terrible. I thought I'm getting in a hurry up now.
Man flu.
No, I'm all right. I'm fine. I just feel really...
yeah, nasally and...
Yeah, nasally and cough. It's a coughing, keeps you awake all night. Right, okay, guys.
Yeah, it kept me awake all night.
I will see you. I'll see you. Sorry. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Toodle pip.
Bye, guys.